Going live. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the USS Enigma. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
And fire millions of nukes.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I found new life. Oh, no, wait a minute. It's only you.
I found new life once, but then I didn't like it.
All right, you gave it back.
Yeah, you've just turned up immediately as we went live. Do you want to join us?
No, I'm good. But hello, everybody. I've just come from a film shoot.
She was shooting films.
No, in a place called Southport, which is like Blackpool, but less tacky.
Okay.
Have some walking around money.
What?
Blackpool and less tacky could be anywhere other than Blackpool, couldn't it?
I don't normally get handed currency while I'm on a show, but thank you very much.
I found it in my purse and I thought, I know who will want that. There you
go. I know who will want that. The tax man. They can't have it. Thanks for Jen. Love you. So immediately we're being paid. That's nice. Not a sponsor. Jenny Kirk is not a sponsor of tonight's show, but we have a new player tonight. So could everyone please welcome Krista? Hello there. Welcome.
Hello.
What made you want to join our madhouse of nuking people?
Well, I've kind of been watching and kind of been wanting to say stuff and like I put the stuff in the chat and I thought, actually, do you know what? This is ridiculous. I might as well just join because I want to say stuff and join in anyway.
Fair enough. Well, we do need to create a character for you. Do you have a character already?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's fine. We'll bring up Star Trek Adventures character creator. I can do this because I have the ability. Here we go. We have the ability. I don't know why I'm doing a Dalek voice on a Star Trek show.
Yeah, get your priorities straight. Sort yourself out.
So I'm going to try and bring this up on stop the screen. Yes. Present share screen. Star Trek Adventures tab. So, aha! We have a character creation ability, you see. So let's create a character. Characters and starships. Let's do this. Select sources. We'll level a lot. Let's go for it. Right. We are in the next generation era. So we're creating a main character, and it'll be Starfleet. Let's do this. So, our first question: what species would you like to be?
I'm going to go mixed, and I am going to go for. I wanted Vulcan and Betazoid.
Ah, making me scroll all the way down for Vulcans. A Vulcan. Okay, allow cross-species talents. Okay, so we can have cross-species talents. Where's the? Do you want to use Vulcan as the base or Betazoid?
I think I want to go with a Vulcan as the base.
Okay, Vulcan as base. So you get a set of attributes. Let's have a look, and you can pick some talents, which is always nice. Let's take the esoteric ones out and see what happens. Nothing whatsoever. Okay, so we need to decide what talents your character would have. What kind of character are you thinking of?
I think maybe I'm possibly like an ensign, somebody who is in the beginning.
That's fine. What's
as long as you can't override me wanting to launch nukes.
Oh,
I might be a bit like George LaForge with the computer.
So an engineer. That works. Right, so we need to decide what kind of... well, there's so many. This is actually quite... Let's see if we can find some Betazoid ones. Do they have any Betazoid abilities? I'm just trying... Because there's so much stuff that you can do on this. Wow, there's all
make her a
kinds.
long suit of Betazoid.
I'm going to assume that you'll want empath from Betazoids.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. How many talents do you get? I don't actually know. Well, I suppose it'll tell us to stop once we've got to a lot. Is there anything else that comes up, like the kind of character you want to play?
I think logical thinking is something that.
Let's have a look and see what I can find. They're not in order. Oh my goodness, they're not in order.
Oh.
Well, right, let's see. Well, I'm assuming you're going to want the nerve pinch.
Yeah, I'll have that. That sounds good.
Yeah, I love that. It's a good one, that.
Most of them are in order, but some of them aren't. This is ridiculous. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to find logic, but I think it's just like built in. Yeah, I think it's built in. So it's not turning up. Weird. Right. So I'm going to assume it's going to let me press the button after we've picked enough talents. This is interesting. There doesn't seem to be a huge... Oh, there's the next button. Right. Okay, let's see if we can find logic or anything like that. Wow, this is... I didn't realize there were quite so many. Vocal gymnastics. How does that work?
No.
Vinchari, I don't remember them.
No, I don't know them either. Threat Gang. No, that's Kelpians. The Protocol of Politics. Who's an opposite? What? I don't know them. Oh, telepathic.
Telepath, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you see any that you're looking for that you fancy, do let me know, because I'm trying to find that logic one. I don't think it's here.
There's an engineering one that I saw a moment ago. I don't know whether Krista wants that one.
Yeah, I thought there was an engineering one, but wasn't quick enough to.
Oh, right. Is that further up?
It's further down.
Further down. Okay. Zero G swimmer. Wow. I don't see an engineering. There's that gymnastics one there.
A little bit further up.
A little bit
Looks
further
like
up.
it's quite a useful one though. Technical expert. General.
Ah, right. Ah, oh, that's interesting. So we've got the highest amount we can have. So we'd have to swap them out if we want to go any further.
Okay.
That's interesting. All right. So do you want to leave it like that? I'll switch back to telepathic.
Well, if I've already got the pinch, then I won't. I'll leave anything else to T. Dowd. So I'll have the engineering instead.
Fair enough. Okay, we go to the next phase. Select or roll your environment. What? Roll the environment. What's this? And it's blank. Well, that didn't work.
Not much in it, is there?
I was going to say there's nothing in there.
The environment appears to be outer space.
Please tell me. Oh no, we've got to do it again. Oh, hang on. Next generation, main character, Starfleet, select species. They're Vulcan. Where's the Vulcans? We'll get through this again. Sorry about that. Apparently, we're not doing environments this time. Right?
No, this is good because I've made the screen bigger so I can actually read what's happening if I ever want to try this on my own. Well, not on my own.
What about mine? All the weird ones.
No, the other way. Nerve pinch downwards.
Yeah, there we go. Now I've added the ones in from before. Okay, let's do this.
And there's mind meld is there as well.
Where are we? Wasn't me.
What's the
technical
Orion?
expertise? Yeah, just broken everything. Well, mate. Right, we had one other that we had before, so we've got the two that we were looking for.
I think it was empathy. I think
that was it. Yeah. So where are we? D and E. There we go. Right, let's go for next. Select environment. Ah, here we go. Now it's going to work. So Here's the question. Where are you from? A busy colony, frontier colony, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know.
Someone's setting up fireworks. Whoa, that was a lot of fireworks. I can see them in the reflection on the car on my CCTV. Wow. I can't think of any. It's not like Diwali or Eid or anything like that, is it? Because
No.
No.
no. I wonder why they're setting fireworks off, apart from it being dark.
They're bored. They're bored in the summer, and they've got money.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds like a
Ridiculous
reason to fire off fireworks. So,
No money,
where's
then
your...
sense.
That is usually the case, yes. So the question is, where are you from? Whoa! Outside just lit up. Okay, I'm going to turn that off because that's distracting. Turn off my CCTV. Here's the question: Where's your character from?
Where am I from?
Where they're from? I don't know why it's in this kind of accent. Arr.
Maybe I come from not the planet Vulcan, but where do the Betazoids live? There.
You come
Beta
from
Z.
Beta Z. The Betazoids are from Beta Z because everyone in Star Trek, all of their planets are just written by people who are really, really quick to put things together so they can get paid and then go home. I can't blame them.
Beta Z's really difficult to get around in. You need an A to Z for Beta Z.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we get to select an attribute and then select a discipline.
I hope you brought enough cornettos for everybody.
I'll go with. I'm only allowed one. How many of these am I allowed?
One of each. We've got insight, presence, or reason.
I'll go for some reason.
Reason and your discipline. Command, con, engineering, medicine, science, or security.
Well, I like medicine, but also like engineering as well. Maybe I should go for some medicine.
Ah, a Vulcan medical officer. Then we need some values. Values should reflect the environment and culture the character was raised with. I can't remember what the values
It's made me not to fire the nukes.
Yeah, freedom Patrick not to fire the nukes.
Pacifism.
We had some brilliant ones from Tabby. Enjoys the snooze. Curiosity. Be yourself and wants a quiet life.
Well, I've got the nukes and red matter from Quark.
Hello to Professor Brainy Specs. How you doing? So, here's the question. What values does your character have?
My character, I've no idea. That's a very good question.
Conflicted because you're a mixture of a logical species and a highly emotional species.
So I'm quite empathetic, but I look at things logically. I like to empathise, but I like to look at things logically.
Marshall Linehan would call that wise mind, the successful integration of your logical reasoning mind and your emotional intuitive mind. So you're wise.
But I make snap decisions. There we go.
Wisely impulsive.
Yeah, a little bit impulsive.
I don't
Are you
know
heading
why
out?
I didn't know the value.
That's all right. Just leave that.
No, I think I'm okay. Thanks.
Okay, we're going to need to select an upbringing. Oh, agriculture or rural, artistic and creative, business or trade, diplomacy and politics, science and technology, or dragged up via Starfleet.
I think maybe I'll go for some science and technology.
Okay. Do you accept or rebel against your upbringing? Ooh.
I think maybe in this I'd accept it.
Accept it. Fair enough. So it gives you extras to control and reason. Now we get to select another discipline. Con, engineering, medicine, or science.
Oh. I'll go engineering on that then.
Engineering. Now you need a talent. Wow, there's loads. So yeah, we need to work out your talents. Mind for design. Oh, that's Zindi stuff. Okay. There's all kinds.
What was all this when I made my character?
I was going to
don't
say,
know.
I don't remember everybody else having all this. Blimey.
I do. We did this with Tabby.
I remember I've got 4.
Yes.
All that and cake.
Oh, that's interesting. If you decide to be bold in medicine or engineering, when you attempt a task with them, you buy 1 or more D20s by adding to threat. Oh, so you could stack the deck against you guys just to win a roll. That is interesting.
I don't like that very much.
I like the Baldian one, born near a warp core.
Good luck, isn't it?
Yeah. That on a Boolean ship, surely that means that the crash is or the maternity ward is right next to the engineering section. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, vent the antimatter into the crash.
Maybe cautious science.
Cautious on science. Buy 1 or more D20s by spending momentum. And by spending momentum, you re-roll a single D20. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. How many do we have to pick on this? Not sure. Okay. Wow, there's loads. There's ridiculous amounts. There's the vocal gymnastics again. Too stubborn to die for the backwoods. What? Too stubborn.
That sounds like me. Too stubborn to die. I don't want to die today. I'm not going to die.
Your body is capable of shrugging off even the most debilitating injuries. If you would be killed, you may spend 1 point of determination to remain alive.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I love it.
I like that.
So it looks like pack leads are dense in body as well as mentality.
Yeah. I love that idea. Oh, we could add in the telepathicness.
Yes.
Let's do that. Okay. Does that mean that? Yep, that means that we've got the 3 from here. So we now add another focus, such as astrophysics, astronavigation, power systems, genetics, physics, that kind of thing.
Genetics.
So we get. Sorry?
Genetics.
Genetics. Let's do this. Now we move on to Starfleet Academy. Did you go to the officer track or the enlisted track? I believe Tabby's enlisted.
Maybe I'll be enlisted too.
Okay, enlisted. So, did you go for command, security, operations, a research internship? That's interesting. Sciences, ship operations, or a university alumni? Patrick, your camera's fallen over.
A science track.
And it can't get up.
Okay, we need to select up to 3 attributes to add to: control, daring, fitness, insight, presence, and reason.
I'll go for insight, reason, and maybe we'll do some daring in there as well.
A daring Vulcan. Excellent. So what's your major, medicine or science?
We'll go medicine.
It's going to be a doctor.
I think you should. The way we sort of throw Tabby to the fire.
The thing is, you threw poor Tabby around and he needed some treatment.
Fair
Really
enough.
did.
So, what other disciplines have you got? You can have 2: command, con, engineering, security, or science.
Go security and science.
Cool. And now we get to doing some focuses like botany, cybernetics, exotectonics. Cool. Infectious
Oh,
diseases.
I like that. Can I have that?
Exotectonics. That is an
Yeah.
interesting idea.
I'll have a bit of that.
Xenobiology, warp field dynamics, virology, trauma surgery, quantum mechanics, psychiatry, and physics.
I'll go for some trauma surgery.
What makes you think you'll need that?
I think I might need that. And maybe some emergency medicine might be good as well.
For treating nuke burns and
Yeah.
Okay.
blunt force
Emergency
trauma.
medicine. Okay, we get to pick another talent. How many talent? You guys are so talented. It's ridiculous.
You lot
All
actors,
talent, I think.
you lot
Sorry?
actors, I'm obsessed with firing nukes.
What is that that's written underneath your name tonight, Sir Patrick? Is it Master of the Nukes?
I had that on there last week and the week last time and the time before.
And yet you're surprised that we think that you might want to fire some nukes.
Of course I want to fire some nukes. They cost me good latinum.
So we need to pick a talent.
Has Dowd been promoted since last time, incidentally?
I believe Dowd is a lieutenant commander.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
And I'll come to that. You guys have each got what's called a merit. Or was it a merit? I think it was. I'll talk about that in a minute once we sort this out. We need to
I'll take some doctor's orders.
doctor's orders. Where's that?
Yeah.
When you attempt a task to coordinate others. You can use the medicine discipline instead of command. That's nice. Okay. Nope, you only get the one talent this time. Okay, so doctor's orders. Scroll, get dizzy. And a value. A value that reflects some kind of aspect of the character or their beliefs that developed during their time at the academy.
Most injuries can be fixed.
Most injuries can be fixed.
There's no problem so big it can't be stitched up.
Yeah, it can't be stitched. It can be stitched or stuck together with glue. We're all good here.
So, here we are. Are you a young officer, an experienced officer, or a veteran officer?
I think I'm a young officer.
With untapped potential. Ooh. So we need another value, which reflects the character's inexperience or naivety. Ooh.
Should always go along with my plan to fire the nukes.
We can fix it with glue or stitches. There we go. Fix it with glue or stitches. It'd be good.
He can fix it with glue or stitches.
And hyper spray. There's not enough space for that though.
Next. Oh my goodness, how many more of these? Now we have a career event. Select a career event. So, oh my goodness. This is where you get all of your backstory. So we've got, you had a ship destroyed, death of a friend, lauded by another culture, you negotiated a treaty, required to take command of the ship.
Negotiated a treaty.
Go on then and negotiated a treaty. Oh, that gives you extra command and control. So we should have a focus now, which should reflect the character's experience with negotiations, such as diplomacy, negotiation, or galactic politics.
Maybe we should try some diplomacy.
I tried diplomacy once, didn't work.
I was going to say diplomacy is not always the right answer, but anyway.
Oh, we need to do another career event. So it's essentially the same thing. Oh my goodness, you could pick ship destroyed every time. The Commander Albatross here.
Right, I'll go an encounter with a truly alien being.
Ooh. It's giving you reason and science. So your focus could now be something like empathy, philosophy, or xenobiology, reflecting your experience with the entity.
I think I'd probably go maybe the something science one. Got in here.
Empathy, philosophy, xenobiology.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Let's do this. Right. We're now getting almost complete. Hooray! Attributes. You get to add 3 extra points in daring, fitness, insight, or presence.
Right, we go for daring, insight, and some reason again.
Unfortunately, I can't add to reason. It won't let me.
Well, let's go for presence then.
You're as bright as you're going to
Maybe I'll
get.
get some extra at Christmas.
So we've got 2 points to go into some disciplines like command, con, engineering, security, science. We can't do medicine. That's interesting. You can only go up to 4 in medicine, it seems.
Right.
Full up.
I'll take science and engineering.
Science and engineering. And a value. Okay. The character receives 1 final value. This might reflect the entire career events rolled up in step 6, or it might represent some other element of the character. It might be a relationship connecting a character to another character in the crew, or to
Educated
another
by
organization
Ambassador
or
Spock.
culture. What?
Educated by Ambassador Spock.
For a second there, when I was saying a relationship to another character, and you said Spock, I thought you said that you'd married him.
No, I'm not that cruel.
I don't think he was that bad.
It was logical to marry at this
Doesn't the
particular time.
extended universe say he married Sabic?
Yeah, I could see that working out.
All ships can be made to go faster. There you go. I'm doing that with my engineering skills.
We can go
Make it
faster.
go faster. Yeah, can we go faster?
So now we need a name.
Trudy.
Well, that would actually fit with Vulcan naming conventions.
Yeah, to Rudy.
About to Paul Troy the Third.
On the Milton, we have a Vulcan NPC called Lula.
Oh, my goodness.
And she's always pinching the captain's bum.
And
She's
doesn't get written up. My
The
goodness.
last time she did that, I had to clean the nuclear weapons.
Need much cleaning?
Let's go to PAL. TP, as in like the band.
Oh, yes.
I'll have that. That seems fairly good.
Pow.
Yes.
And what are their what are
Like
T'Pau's
time in your
pronouns?
hand, yes.
Pronouns?
Yeah, she, her, they, them, he, him. It, that. Up, down. I don't know.
I guess we'll go her.
Okay. Let's do this. We get to be a rat.
She is the cat's mother, so I've gone her.
That's interesting. It's automatically said that you could be petty officer, first class.
Oh.
Let's make her lieutenant.
Can't.
Okay.
This is the non-com. So I think that is actually the highest because it goes down to crewman, 3rd class at the bottom.
Yeah,
So-
isn't that what O'Brien was?
Yes.
Or-
I'll take a specialist 2nd class.
Specialist 2nd class. So not going for top rank. Interesting. Well, we are, of course, on assignment to the USS Enigma. And what would be your... Ooh. We've got all kinds of roles that you could have. Ship's counselor, I think, is taken by Commander Dowd.
Is it?
Are you the ship's counselor?
I don't know.
I'll go with a physician assistant.
Physician's assistant. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to carry the can if something goes
No, I don't.
pear-shaped.
If the glue doesn't work or stick, it's not my fault.
Export to
If I use
PDF.
too much glue, that's not my problem.
Right. We have it. It's in PDF. Excellent. Right. I am now going to put that into the Google Drive and then send you a link. Where is it? There it is. Has that sent? No, it has. Yes, it has.
Okay, so Tapao
Rename to Tapao.
Medical.
Okay. And share
So-
that.
So Dowd is counselor.
I think you. I don't remember what we decided. What have you got? written on your-
I don't think we. Oh, on my thing. What do I have written down?
Okay, the Powell's character sheet is linked into the chat. There we go. So
Where does it say what we are?
I don't know.
Oh, assignment. Well, my assignment says sciences.
Ah,
So, but that's. I mean, you can put me any place you like.
well,
Then
hey.
what? in the corner.
My assignment actually says science officer as well.
I think we all kind of were sciencey. So, but then Farron seemed to fall into security, and I don't know. Yeah, so I guess I don't know if this mission will call for us to be anything in particular.
Well, we'll soon find out.
Yeah.
We'll definitely soon find out. So now that we have that, I need to talk to you guys, don't I?
Well, I've just changed it. Changed
I
mine.
like Patrick's new tagline.
Chief Tactical
Chief Tactical Officer, but might be demoted.
Well, surely I'm in a lot of trouble for everything I did last game.
Well, you only nuked like 3/4 of the place.
Well, I nuked 3 locations. I've been to power sites directly into a standard warp drive.
Yeah, but that was a good thing. You got rid of them. They were threatening everybody.
So
Wasn't
what we've
always
got
in
here,
time for mutiny.
A broken
At the
clock is correct twice a day, so
not if you remove the hands.
fair dues.
So, at the end of the last mission, you guys all got what's called a milestone. This can be used to change a value, alter disciplines. You can reduce one of your disciplines by a point and then add that point to another. So, for example, if you decided that you had too much medicine and you wanted a bit more command, you could knock a medicine down and knock up a command. You can choose. You can choose to replace a focus, or if you think your character's fine as it is, you could save the milestone for later.
Oh, milestone. I called it a merit.
I thought they were called merits,
I
but
use my
apparently it's
milestone to
milestones.
add a command, please.
Sorry?
I use my merit to add a command, please.
And what are you taking it from?
4, 2, 5.
No. What are you taking it? What are you taking the thing from? It's basically swapping a point from one place to another. Like you can take it from.
Take my con from 4 to 3
Okay.
and make my command 4 to 5.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Nope. Maximum of 4. That's why we couldn't up Krista's. Apparently, it is maximum 4. That's interesting.
And how come it gave me 5 on science and security when I first did mine?
I don't know.
Well, I just had take my 1 from con and add it to engineering to make 2.
Yeah, all right. That's fine. Would anyone else like to use their milestones, or are you fine as you are? And we'll save it for later.
Can I just have the cash?
There is no cash equivalent. This is a moneyless society. The Federation is moneyless.
Oh, let me have a look. I know I'm always coming up short on something. I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it's... Oh, what is it? Security. Very often it's when I want to shoot at something or something.
Yep.
So, What we can swap within the discipline, is that?
Yeah, you could like take it from engineering, put in security or something like that.
Could I move one of my sciences to security?
Yeah.
So that I guess I do it on my own, do I? Okay.
Yeah.
So 2. My security.
Hi, Lex, how you doing?
Oh.
I was going to say, Lex wants some cash and crystals.
That I cannot help with.
Oh, I know why I'm not doing it. How do you? Oh, buggeration.
It's okay. Take your time.
No, I'm just trying to remember how to. I can modify, but I can't see the tools on the side. Well, I'll write it down on my pad that I've got a security of 2.
No problem.
No.
And Tabby, do you want to change anything, or are you happy as you are for the moment?
I think I'm happy as I am. I think I'll leave it.
Okay, you can keep a milestone then.
If you're happy and you know it.
You're happy and you know it, go away.
Oh, I never saw that. Where is that ability to?
Ooh. Oh, I like that. We're now inside the picture. Why am I going, ooh? What am I doing with my life?
What is the determination pool?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do. That's for some of your traits. Like Krista's got one about if she gets down to no stress anymore, she can stay alive using determination. It's little things like that.
So threat 8, momentum 0. This is a bad start.
Sorry?
Threat 8, momentum 0. This is a bad start.
I was going to say that doesn't look quite so good.
Yeah. We've seen better days.
That's how the mission starts. I get 2 threat. 2 threat per person, and now there's 4 of you. So we'll just let Captain Dowd finish off. Not Captain, Lieutenant Commander Dowd.
Sorry, do what?
Let you finish off, and then
finish what off?
What? Oh, I thought you were still noting things down.
No, I've been listening attentively and also saying hi to Lex.
Fair enough. Okay, so we are, of course, beginning a new adventure today. So here we go. We're not actually on the bridge, so I don't need to bring that up. Just remembered. We're in the sick bay. So I've got an opening to read. This is my first time writing a Star Trek adventure, so if it sucks, I apologize. We're all learning here. And
as long as I can fire at least one nuke,
well,
it'll be a good story.
The entire adventure is set on the ship, so this might pose a problem. Here we go. Attack of the Changelings. That's the wrong franchise, isn't it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Captain's log, stardate 52961.3. Reports from the emergency medical hologram have shown us a changeling is on board the ship. I have convened a meeting of the senior staff in the main sickbay, where I am currently undergoing treatment after a targeted virus was inserted into the replicator system. We believe this was the changeling's first attack in a possible attempt to take over the ship.
Targeted virus.
Yes. So now I need to remember what our captain is called. Emery Fitzgerald. So Captain Fitzgerald is holding a meeting and discussing the situation with you, with all of you. What am I doing? Oh yes. So here's the. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the situation. We have a changeling infiltrator on board. They appear to have been attempting to target the senior staff via the replicators with a virus that can destroy only those it's targeting. It's going straight for us and no one else, which we think is a bit strange, but here's the situation as we know it. There appears to be an attempt to take over the ship by compromising the senior crew and then allowing access to the bridge. I need you to find where this shapeshifter is and stop them at all costs. Over to you.
It's a good job then I don't use the replicators.
That's what do you do? Photosynthesize?
No, just bring on plenty of emergency rations beforehand.
A box lunch.
We can go into Farron's quarters. It's just boxes upon boxes of meals ready to eat.
Right, where was the bucket of whatever the residue found?
It was found in a storage locker on deck 6, very, very close to stellar cartography.
Isn't that your department, Ensign Tabby?
Is it? I've got Egyptian culture, so far as I can see, and animal handling. I'm not sure the cartography's on there.
Tabby's more in the archaeology department.
Who did the locker belong to?
Who does the locker belong to?
Yeah,
Or storage locker?
or storage locker.
It's just a standard equipment storage locker.
So who was the last to use it?
We don't know. The records have been wiped.
Right. Okay.
Yes, the plot thickens.
So
Well, the
this
first thing is we're going to send security to do a thorough phaser sweep of deck 6.
Okay.
Well, that's an interesting option. We need to. This person, are they a crew member or not
Who
crew?
knows?
We don't know.
Deck 6 will be searched from port to stern. Ensign Tabby, you'll be in charge.
I see. So I'm
We should use
sweeping
the
deck 6.
tricorder and see if we can scan for anything down there. Can we do that?
You can certainly try to scan for them. There is a bit of an issue with changelings. They don't always show up on scans, but you can certainly try it. I believe a phaser sweep can do it.
That's why I've ordered phaser sweeps.
Yeah.
Okay. The phaser sweep is the plan.
And I would caution us to keep an open mind, because with all of the anti-changeling sentiment after the Dominion War and everything, somebody may be trying to make us think changelings are involved when in fact it's a completely different threat altogether.
That's why
Speaking
we'll
of threat,
investigate
I'm
this
reducing
properly.
mine by 2. Oops, I have just closed that. I didn't mean to do that. I am just reducing my threat to 2 because as you are talking, the emergency medical hologram picks up a hyperspray and attempts to just surreptitiously try and put something into Ensign Tabby.
Put something into me.
Computer
Am I
emergency
affected?
override. End medical holographic program.
Unable to comply.
Well, I'm quite good at running according to my focuses, so I shall run out of the way very quickly and very far.
Yes, it's a good idea to try and dodge this. The
Computer program.
unable to comply. And then all of the terminals in the entire room start to glitch. The EMH starts to glitch, and
Commander Farron to engineering. Emergency override. End medical holographic program.
bleep, 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 bleep. There's something wrong. We're locked out down here, Commander. We can't do it. Something's happened. Something's trying to take over the systems. Now the emergency medical hologram is coming after the Commander Commander Farron.
Farron to engineering. Cut power to all holo emitters.
Commander, we've been locked out. We have no control down here right now. So I'm going to now need to. Here we go. Where
But I'm
is-
going to attempt. Well, since it seems the EMH can be touched, I'm going to try and wrestle the hyperspray off him.
That's a good idea. So I am trying to find, as I was talking, where the thing about what melee attacks are. So it is daring plus security. Okay. So this is going to be a fun one for you.
I don't think I could phaser a hologram.
You can try. It won't do anything.
So it's better trying to wrestle the hyperspray off him.
Okay, let's do this. So let me just put my
Remember
dice
that he can't be bent, mutilated, or spindled.
down.
We don't need to mutilate, bend or spindle him. We can get the hyperspray off him.
Okay, I am going to need you to roll daring plus security on 2d20.
Well, daring is 9 and security is 5, so that's a 14.
You've got better than what
What do I
the
need?
hologram has.
2d20.
Yep.
7. I've got a 4 and a 3.
Okay, so you manage it because I got one success. You've managed to get the hyperspray off him, at which point he attempts a Vulcan nerve pinch on you. So I need a daring plus security, please.
Would have if I'm using the right mouse. I've got 6 and 15.
Unfortunately, I got 2 successes. So he manages to get the pinch on you, but I have to see whether he actually does manage to get any damage, because if he doesn't, then it doesn't work. Okay, that's 3 successes. Commander, you are rendered temporarily unconscious. I'm sorry. What do the rest of you do?
Oh, am I? No, I have unarmed strike as one of my weapons, don't I? So could I attack this thing with my claws?
Yes.
Well, let me do that then.
Okay, I will need you to roll daring plus security on 2d20.
Okay, so daring is 8, and security, I can find that, is 4.
Yep.
And 2d20 gives me 13 and 4.
So you manage it. Let me see what my opposing checks are. Okay, you slash at him, but unfortunately, as a hologram, it does no damage.
Right,
You do temporarily.
I want to wrestle this bloke.
Okay. Can I just remind you that he's controlled by the computer. You might want to look at the computer.
We are locked out all the computers, aren't we? Or are we not? Can we?
Well, you could try and unlock the computer. It's certainly possible.
Right, I think that's what I'm going to do. With my science and engineering, I'm going to go and have a fiddle and see whether I can do something useful.
Okay.
I'm going to press some random buttons and see what happens.
Okay. With your science background, you know that to get into the computer and deal with this hologram, you will need to unlock the computer, locate the subroutine, and deactivate it. That's going to require 3 different checks. Meanwhile, he's going to keep trying to attack you all, so you're going to have to distract him as well.
Okay.
We distract him while Krista does the actual science stuff.
Sounds like a plan, yes. So, Krista, could I have a reason plus security check from you? 2d20?
Is anyone going to revive me?
I'm assuming that one of them will grab you and revive you in a moment.
Right, I've got a 10 and a 6.
Okay. So that becomes a 16 if you have... Oh, sorry. No, it doesn't. Hang on. 10 and 6. That's your rules. I'm thinking of your scores. So what do we need again? Reason, security. You have reason of 11, security 12. So 10 and 6, you've got 2 successes. And yes, that is fine. You've managed to do it. So you've unlocked the computer. That's your first task done. Excellent. Lieutenant Commander Dowd, you're up next.
Bear with me.
Yeah.
I want to establish eye contact with the EMH and start blinking in a seemingly erratic fashion, but it actually will disable him. We'll put him into some sort of a feedback loop or something.
Oh, that is interesting.
Do you remember how Georgiou did it to the hologram? So there must have been some sort of intel or something she knew that if you blink in a certain pattern, it disables somehow the EMH.
Yes, it's an oddity.
Who said that?
It's an oddity of how the it's essentially like trying to add extra code via like. Have you heard of the Heartbleed server overload? Yeah, you're putting in a normal string of information and then an extra bit that makes it do something else. That is it. Oh, I like that. I like that.
Still have buffer overruns in
said that
Star Trek
out?
here.
Sorry,
Who said that?
I can't hear both of you at the same time.
I said, who said that out?
Who said what?
Who said that about the holograms?
So that was Georgiou from Discovery.
But won't the EMH be more advanced than Discovery holograms?
You'd be surprised.
Well, actually, that was in the future, so maybe the future holograms. But I'm thinking I got it I read it in some sort of historical document or some top secret account when I was at school or something.
I'm going to allow it on the grounds that it's cool.
These holograms are still using what deprecated format specifies from thousands of years ago.
I'm going to suggest we use a reason plus science check.
Okay, reason is 12 and science is 5, so that's 17.
17.
I'm going to write that down in case I need it for future reference. And now I've got to do, is it a 2d20?
2d20, please.
Okay, so 7, 11.
So you got
just
two
like the shop.
successes?
That's nice.
Okay, the changing stops. It looks like it's trying to
Reboot.
It's trying to process this and render what's going on. So yes, it looks like you've managed to halt it for the moment. But
Can
how
we
long will
pry?
it last?
Can we take the hyperspray away from him?
Oh,
We've already done that.
Yeah, sorry, Ferrin's already done that and paid the
okay.
price because now he's unconscious on the floor.
Okay, can we take this distraction as can we shoot out the holo emitters in the observation lounge or wherever we are?
You're still in the
Yeah, there's a thing next to the doors that you can shoot out.
Yes, you're still in the sick bay. That, my goodness, why can't I remember the words?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe there's like
bay, so yes.
Well, then the holographic command center or something. There's probably some centralized area where you can access it. Could we shoot that out?
You can try, yes.
Well, there's something next to sickbay doors you can shoot out.
A control plus security check.
Okay,
However, you've just taken your shot. So,
okay.
Ferrin, let's think.
He's probably a better shot than I am anyway.
Oh, Ferrin's still unconscious.
He's unconscious at the moment. Given that it's been around, I'm going to say pick a number between 1 and 6.
4.
You have managed to pick what I rolled. Therefore, you are awake. That's how I'm going to do that one. It's a random way of doing it.
But I want to shoot out the holographic thing next to the door.
Okay, so
the EMH will be disabled.
Certainly can try. Okay, so I need control plus security, please.
But that's 11 and 5.
Yep.
So 2d20. 4 and 14.
So 2 successes. Yep, you've managed to shoot them. Well done. The EMH shimmers and then disappears.
So if you remember Basics Part 2, Seska does that in Voyager.
Yeah. Okay. So while you're doing that, something flashes up on the terminal where Tapao is trying to locate the image subroutine. It flashes up for a moment, then the screen goes red, and then you get a warning all over the entire ship. Because a security system that you didn't even know was there has just gone off. Now hear this. Now hear this. Life support is offline. So you've got a warning from the computer. Life support has gone down, and it appears internal sensors have also gone down.
So, depending which episode, we're either going to start gasping for breath immediately, or we'll have life support will run out in about 6 hours. So, which one are we? Which situation are we dealing with?
Well, given that I have never believed that life support would immediately cause people to die horribly if it goes off, because it's a stupid idea.
But considering we're in an airtight structure,
yeah, you're in a vehicle designed to survive in space. So I'm going to say you've got 4 to 6 hours.
Yes,
Commander,
it's not quite like cabin
Commander
depressurization.
all hands, abandon ship.
That seems a little wasteful. We've got 6 hours to turn the thing back on again. Waste the entire ship just because
Commander
his
phone
engine
to all
goes wrong.
civilians.
It's like
Man
pushing a car into a ditch and leaving it because you've got a flat tire.
Okay, so
We've got
panic
to make sure
is
the
now
civilians are
ensuing.
safe.
Panic is now ensuing, and all civilians are rushing for the escape pods. But meanwhile, could I have a quick? Let's have a think. Could I have a quick insight plus science check from Tapao?
Yes.
That's on 2d20.
I got 6 and 14.
6 and 14. Yep, that's great. So, based on what you saw happen with the screen on the terminal that you're at, it appears that command of the ship is being rerouted away from the bridge, and it's leading to cargo bay 6.
Shall we maybe go to cargo bay 6? Carefully.
I don't think we should all go. Some of us should. Let's cause some confusion and split. We do a Scooby-Doo style thing.
I was just going to say, it's Scooby-Doo approach.
Do it.
Commander Dowd will accompany me to cargo base 6.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, so the high-ranking members of the group will go to the place where the dodgy person might be.
Oh dear.
Do we get to have a snooze?
That was a good idea.
But before we go, we'll agree a code word, and we will not accept any communications that do not have this code word.
May I recommend the code word broccoli?
I kind of like Scooby-Doo.
Can't we have a Scooby snack?
Okay, Scooby snack is the password.
I better write that down.
It is just in case the changeling attempts to give false or misleading orders.
Right.
Righty-ho.
Even if it appears to come from myself or Commander Dowd.
Yeah, that's very sensible. I think that's a good plan.
to deck 6. What are the rest doing?
Right.
Edson Tabby's making sure the evacuation goes. I can't think of the right word. In an orderly fashion.
Supervise the evacuation.
I'm like the deckhand on the Titanic.
And here's me thinking he was going to find a bed to curl up on.
Don't run, no running.
Do
No
not stop
fighting
to
in the
let
war room.
belonging.
No running in the corridor.
So I think I'm wearing the fire marshal's jacket now.
Yeah. Your hall monitor.
Oh my goodness, I was a hall monitor at school once. Only once. No one took me seriously and everyone rushed past and pushed me out of the way.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was tall and thin. It was very difficult for me to block a hallway.
Not much of it anyway.
I could block a coat rack.
Okay, so and what's Krista up to, or are you giving her orders? Sorry, what's everybody's rank now? Is we've all moved up one? Is it or?
I'm commander.
Yep.
You're still lieutenant commander.
Well,
Yeah.
I was a lieutenant last week, or last time I should say. So did I get a jump?
You got a field promotion.
Oh, that's right. From Farron Gell.
Yeah.
What?
Then he must have given himself you must have given yourself one as well, because you were lieutenant commander last week. So I hope, are these genuine? Like, can I get this in writing with an authentication number or something like that? Because I want to be able to tell my family, and I don't want to have to then ring them back later and say, oh, it was just a bit of a goof.
I'm going to say that the captain will authorize that field promotion if you manage to get the Changeling Menace off her ship.
Well, if there is one, I'm still keeping an open mind on that, despite the title of the episode.
It is actually an interesting point. All you've seen so far is a bucket and a malfunctioning emergency medical hologram.
And a bit of goo in it. Well, that could have been.
Yeah, fuck, it could mean anything.
That could be blancmange. It could be, oatmeal.
I'm the pudding expert. It wasn't blancmange.
Someone sneezed and stuck it in a cupboard.
Oh.
Or maybe that's where I'm storing my red matter.
I'm having
If you're storing your red matter in an
open bucket. Oh gosh. Yeah, some of us are supposed to have our dinner, our supper, a tea after this. So let's dial.
Just do what I do and forget to eat. It's so much easier.
Well, maybe for you, maybe. Okay, so is Krista going to try to get to the bottom of this malfunctioning EMH whilst we're gone, or what's the game plan?
Patrick, what do you want me to do?
Investigate the EMH.
Right. Okay.
That may be more difficult now that you can't activate the EMH.
I was going to say, I think I want to leave that well alone. Maybe what I want to do is
You can examine the subroutines.
Yeah, I was going to say I can do that, but I don't want to. I'm not going to be trying to turn stuff on that's gone a bit messed up.
No, you don't need to turn anything on.
Maybe I need to work on trying to get the life support back online. Might be a good thing to do.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
I'll do that.
You're all acting like you need to breathe.
That's
Yeah,
what
let's get the life support back on.
So are we directing people to life pods, or are we trying to get them to congregate in specific areas and divert the remaining atmosphere and heating and stuff?
We're getting the civilians off the ship so we can make the life support last a bit longer.
Oh. Right.
Interesting idea.
Women and children, bugger off.
Yeah, we don't need you.
You're sucking up the atmosphere.
I
There's
would,
madness in our methods.
I would put it more diplomatically. We're getting
Hmm.
the civilians to safety in case we can't get the life support back on.
Yeah.
And then if we can't, if we fail, the civilians can use the escape pods to make their way back to Federation space, and they can inform Starfleet of what's happening.
Oh yeah. Where are we? Are we still above Moana 3?
Yeah.
Okay. And where is Moana? I do have this written out. Hold on.
It's not
Where
in
is it?
Federation space.
Yeah, you're still in Klingon space.
Oh. So should we be sending out a distress call or anything? Try to solicit some help?
That's what the escape pods do.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose the escape pods would send out a distress beacon. However, you probably can't because all command functions have been rerouted away from the bridge. They're all
Which
going to
is-
the cargo bay.
On deck 6, is it?
Well, no, the bridge is on
Or
deck
did you
1.
say
Cargo bay 6.
no? Oh, cargo bay 6. Okay. Right. Well, better get our skates on.
Okay, so who wants to go first? Am I dealing with the people that are staying in sick bay, or am I following the guys who are going to the cargo bay? Who wants to go first?
Let Anson Tabby go first for a change.
Captain Dowd, are you okay?
Yeah, I plugged my mobile in, and when I do that, my Star Trek brand computer makes a land speeder noise, and it's so with these earphones, everything is so loud. I've got everyone down to I think 27 volume, and you guys are still really loud.
Wow.
In here, so yeah, these certainly do what they say on the tin anyway. So sorry about that. I just wasn't expecting that alert or notification sound to be quite so loud.
Yeah,
I apologize.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
No, well, I mean, if I were more experienced and had half a brain, I would have removed them and momentarily. I'm still trying to figure out what this does.
Well,
It's got a little button on it.
you can try and press it.
I did.
Great.
I've been pressing it quite a bit, but I
Press it
don't
again,
think
see what happens.
now it happened. Oh no! Cheeky madam.
I had
Cheeky
to do it.
madam.
It's just ridiculous.
And you know that I'm that inexperienced that I would have thought, oh my gosh, I'm Thanos with earphones on.
I had to do it.
Half the population disappears every time I press this tiny little button. Oh heavens!
Oh, I've got the I've got a test card.
Yeah.
It's actually from one of my
Okay.
comics.
Sorry to have distracted everyone with my theatrics.
Oh, it's perfectly fine.
No,
Good.
I'm
Okay.
helping this evacuation and therefore otherwise engaged while wearing my fire marshal's jacket.
Right. What was that?
Who did that?
Those forward opened automatically.
That okay? you.
Melody walked on the keyboard.
For a second there, I thought we'd upped our game and we actually had some production values. I remember production values; they happen to other people. So what's going on again? I've lost the plot.
Where did you see it last?
Some siren sounded, and I've no idea what's going on now.
Surely the plot is we're all sitting in the canteen having a nice afternoon with some tea and cake, and everything is well.
That sounds great.
That
And
sounds
then you
good.
woke up.
Yeah. And then you woke up and life support is out.
So let's see. Well, maybe since life support is a big issue, maybe let's see how Krista's getting on, or Tapawa's getting on with that.
Okay,
Right.
so in order to attempt to access life support, since you've accessed the computer already, I'm going to need a control plus security check. You may have a problem with this one, however, because it's very, very difficult. The computer is actively fighting you.
Right, and my control probably isn't actually that great.
Your control is 11.
Oh,
So,
that's pretty darn good.
And your security is 2. So
Right.
you've got 13. That's not bad.
13.
So what do I need to roll?
2 d20s.
I've got 11 and 1.
Pretty good. So you've got 2 good successes there. Unfortunately, it's not quite enough because command is being actively fought for. Someone in the cargo bay is actively trying to keep you out of there. So life support is still offline, unfortunately.
Stop blinking.
You can't just blink at the terminal. So,
Well, it worked once.
It was a good shot, but I'd thought of that one. So, who's up next?
I think
Wants
I'm
to try next?
preoccupied, aren't I? So I don't think I can have a turn at the moment because I'm doing my evacuation thing.
Bollarding or whatever.
While you're evacuating and assisting the crew members, someone appears as if out of nowhere, as if they've just been generated. Oh my goodness, it's another hologram. And they're attempting to fire on the crew members.
Oh, well, had I better get my claws out again?
Sounds like a plan.
So what do I need to roll for?
For this one, it will be daring plus security.
8 plus 4. 2d20 gives me 4 and 17.
8 plus 4 is...
Now, are you going for the hologram or are you going for his weapon?
I'm going for the hologram because it's the hologram that's holding the weapon.
Yeah.
And the hologram must have some solidity if it's able to do that.
Well, it's just they have this nasty habit of going intangible whenever you attack
I'm
them.
Stealth. Yes, I'm a cat. So stealth, I think, is in my skill somewhere.
Yep. You manage to get up to the guy and grab at him, but while you're wrestling, he manages to throw you off, unfortunately, so you don't get to inflict any damage on this one because he got 2 successes and you only got 1. Sorry. Next up, Farron's not here, so I'm assuming he's dealing with his little cat, who is far too cute. So, Commander Dowd.
I never even caught a look at her yet. Okay, so do we take it as read that we made it to the doors, the cargo bay doors?
Unfortunately, not. It turns out that the turbo lifts are out.
Oh, I knew we were going to have to go crawling around in mucky old Jeffries tubes and air ducts that magically take you from one place to any other place on the ship with just two turns. We're scuba-dooing, we're die-harding. Okay, then, well, let's hop in the Jeffries tubes. Can we try to cut power to that deck whilst we're in there?
You can certainly try, yes.
Because that's where all the power cables and all that spondoolie is there. So can we try to interrupt, at the very least, interrupt power to that cargo bay?
That is a great idea. I like that idea. So, first of all, though, I'm going to need you to do a quick check of fitness plus security.
Fitness is 9 and security is now 2. So that's 11. Oh, and that's my favorite number because I was born on the 11th and for a whole year I actually was 11.
I think we all were for that last one.
I
Hey.
wasn't. I wasn't. I decided to be 12 twice.
Yeah.
I liked it so much.
Stop copying me, Tabby. Sorry, what would you like me to roll?
Hey, what did I say? Oh, yeah, fitness and security.
Yes. No, yeah, and that's 11.
Oh,
but
sorry.
what do you want? Do I need to roll something or?
2 d20s.
Okay. 8 and 10.
Ah, so you've managed to do it. So you successfully managed to navigate your way to the Jeffries tubes without being spotted by any of these holographic people that are trying to shoot everyone, which is great.
Now, does Farron have to do this as well, or did he ride on me coattails?
Farron would need to do it as well. Unfortunately, he's not here. Farron! Farron! Are you there? Come on, come out, wherever you are. Okay,
Paging Farron Gell, paging Farron Gell.
I'm going to assume that he'd managed it.
Okay, fair dues, fair dues.
Meanwhile, we move back to Tabby. How are you faring over there fighting a hologram, Tabby?
Well, I'm picking myself off the floor, having been thrown off, but I landed on my feet because I'm a cat.
Yep.
So is he still there?
He's still there.
Is he still there?
It's a fair question. He wasn't there a minute ago.
The hologram.
No, fair dues, fair
I have
dues.
another go, haven't I? At trying to wrestle this thing out of his hand.
Okay, daring plus security, please.
So 8 plus 4, and the dice roller 2d20, 13 and 2.
Okay, so that's another one success. Oh. And I've only got one success as well. How do we... No, because it's you're the one that did the attack, therefore you get precedence in draws. So you manage to successfully grab him and wrestle the phaser out of his hand, at which point it disappears.
The hologram or the phaser or both?
The phaser. The hologram's still there.
I see.
It was a holographic phaser.
Yeah, it's a holographic phaser and a holographic person.
So then it wouldn't do any damage.
It would if the securities are off.
Is that a thing that happens outside the holodeck?
I'm going to say it does for drama. Shut up.
Artistic license, you fool.
And the holographic guy takes a swing at Tabby and completely misses on both because apparently my dice don't like me tonight.
Or Tabby's just very, very agile.
That is better. I like that better because that means that at least someone's winning.
Well, because Tabby, you're Acacian, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so there we go.
Welcome back, Farron. We decided that while you're away, you were following Lieutenant Dowd to the Jeffries tubes. Has your cat scratched your nose? Is that what you had to head off for?
No, that was a melody.
Oh, what have you done, man? You okay?
Well, just the usual problems.
Oh my goodness. Man, you've got to take care of yourself.
Oh, I'm falling apart.
Oh, I know
Well,
that
you need
feeling.
Crystal to glue back together.
Yeah, that's a bit of glue.
I've got some polystyrene cement, but I'm not sure it'll work. You got to keep yourself together, man. We need you in one piece.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so
Copy that.
What do I need to authorise?
Basically, the idea is that you've both gone, because the turbo lifts weren't working, you've both gone for the Jeffries tubes to try and get down to the cargo bay. So you've managed to get past the holographic people that are trying to fire at the civilians, which is nice because that was basically what we needed. Meanwhile, back in the sick bay, Tapau, what's your next move?
I would like to, with Farron's consent, I want to feed a virus into the holographic thing, the one, because they're already glitching out. So I'm going to glitch them completely so they're useless.
Permission granted.
Temporarily. A temporary virus to stop them to stop them doing something. Maybe to make them stand still or just disable them in some way.
Permission granted.
I like that. I'm going to say that's probably going to need a reason plus, would it be science or engineering?
What was that? More engineering?
Yeah, reason plus engineering. That sounds like a good one. If I could have 2d20, please.
1 and 8.
2 successes. That's pretty good. Allow me to just see what the counter is. Because I thought of this too. Ha ha! Oh, I only get 1 success. You got 2. Therefore, my little trick that I had up my sleeve does not happen. Virus successfully inserted. I was going to flood the entire deck with anesthetine gas and have you all got knocked out.
Well, that would be happy with me. I like it smooth.
Well, luckily I got there first with a virus.
So that is actually quite useful. So while Tabby's fighting a hologram, suddenly it just glitches out and disappears.
So that's ship-wide?
That is
It's
ship-wide.
Okay.
Meanwhile, on the Jeffries tubes, you guys managed to finally get through the tubes and down to the deck where the cargo bay is. I forgot which deck the cargo bays are on.
6.
Yeah, but we'll go with that.
I don't like the sound of that, Commander Dowd. It sounds like Cover Monkey's got something up her sleeve.
Yes, you've got down to the deck that the cargo bay is on, and it seems that someone in the cargo bay may have expected you because there's a barricade up near the doorway to the cargo bay.
I thought you were going to say someone was in a big high-back chair stroking a Persian cat and saying, "I'm expecting you."
I've been expecting you. Oh dear.
Oh, Mr. Gell, I've been expecting you.
Well, I mean, Cover Monkey have got the same chair.
Yes.
What took you so long?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
My own little adipose. Oh, got a bit of fluff on him.
Here's the thing, though. Behind the barricade at the door, you can see that a force field has just been ignited. Ignited?
Erected?
Erected, yes. But
Instantiated?
the thing that's really going to be a problem for you is the Gorn that is in front of the force field.
And since we've disrupted the it's not a holographic one because
No,
thanks to Pao,
yeah.
she's taken them out.
That's
What
got
the
to be, and that's got to be the changeling.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there is a changeling.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you guys? Ha ha! But this is a big, bulky one, not like little ones from Strange New
little,
Worlds. It's like
those little geckos.
more
I've
of a
still
big
not seen the new season of Strange New Worlds.
Oh, it's really good. I won't spoil it though, but this is more like a big, bulky, like a muscular version
Yeah,
of Gorn
one
from
of-
the
one of
original
the-
series.
Old school, yeah. With a
He's
nice,
holding-
tasteful toga on.
he's holding a phaser rifle.
Bloody heck. Anything else? He's got a lucky rabbit's foot around
He
his...
does not have a lucky rabbit's foot. So
Okay.
we've got a Gorn. And he's
Well, I'm gonna-
outside.
Well, I'm going to phaser him.
I thought you might want to do that. So that's a good idea. So I'm going to just quickly set up what we've got here so that we can see it. You're in the Jeffries tube. Give me a second to send that.
So,
backwards
sorry. Have we exited the Jeffries tube yet?
Yeah.
Like, do they know we're there? Or
No, they don't
is
know.
this something we can spy through the keyhole?
You can see him. Yeah.
But is he aware of our presence? Or
He is
is it
not
aware of our presence? Okay.
Well,
He's
I'm going
not
to
yet
point my
understood.
red matter phaser at him.
I am going to
Just inventing things as we go. Go gadget red matter phaser.
I'm going to just quickly show this guy as if he's a Klingon, so that you get an idea of where he is. Because I didn't have time to set a Gorn up as I was writing this. So if I just go bling, there we go. So You two are here, where we've got you
In
here
the
in the
Jeffrey-
Jeffrey's
okay.
tube, and here is Mr. Gorny Gorn.
And behind him is the entrance to Cargo Bay 6 that
That
has
is it. Yes.
an erect field, what do you call it? Contain force field, and
Yes.
also, and in front of him there's a barricade.
I'm going to use this Nebula class starship as a barricade. There isn't actually a Nebula class starship in this corridor, but they're barricades.
Okay. Well,
It's-
somewhere beyond the barricade, there is a world we want to see.
Oh, Les Mis,
As
I
I
do love
As I
Les
said,
Mis.
I'm going to find my red matter face.
You don't
Phaser
have a red matter phaser. You've got this. You've got the phaser rifles you had at the end of the last episode.
Okay, I'm
No
going to
red matter phasers. I'm putting my foot down.
No making up technology.
so I can't use my phaser nuke.
You can't beam a nuke in either. Oh my goodness, just imagine that. He's just bing.
Okay.
You're gonna blow up in your face.
Yes, that would be suboptimal for all concerned.
Could I just have a small nuke? Really tiny. It's minuscule.
Micro nuke.
Yeah, but
Can I just have
but I
a
still want
small
the
black
phaser in.
hole?
Well, like that gun they had in the one what was that trill that replaced Dax? Esri. And they had that
Yeah.
gun with a micro transporter, so you could shoot like the bullet would leave the gun but would reappear like, somewhere down the road and
That was-
and
That was an
Shoot.
interesting one.
shoot watermelons and things like that.
I like
Yes,
that one.
let's fire watermelons at these people. And bananas and sausages.
So I want to phaser the alien.
Okay.
Phaser the Gorn. Okay.
Maximum power.
Okay, let's do this. So I will need. I've forgotten what it was again. Sorry, give me a second. It's like control plus security or something like that.
Well, that's 16. 5 and 6.
Why am I whistling the bloody Nokia theme? I'm not.
Maybe
Control plus
from-
security, yes.
From Star Trek 2009, maybe.
Oh yes, it's still on my mind. So yes, control plus security, please.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
On 2D20. Hello, what was your numbers again?
5 and 6. Well, got 5 and 6.
Oh well, you've definitely hit him then. Could I have 4d6 to determine how badly you've hurt him? And I don't just mean his feelings.
3, 1, 3, 2.
3, 1, 3, 3.
No, I said
Yeah.
3, 1, 3, 2.
3, 1, 3, 2. Okay, give me 1 second. I've just got to try and remember how this works. Where's the rules booklet? Here we go. I need to find out what the numbers are again. Where's the numbers? Right. Could you repeat the numbers, please?
3, 1, 3, 2.
So you hit him 3 times. That's not bad. So he takes 3 damage. He has
A
12.
bruise.
So he's got no. Well, he has a bit of a bruise. So he's now on. Gorn. He's now on 9. There we go. So he's got 9 damage, 9 health left. So, Lieutenant Commander Dowd. What's
Yes,
your
well,
play?
like Julian Bashir, I've been taking some engineering annex courses at the Learning Annex. And what I'd like to do, I'm hoping that I can access the power grid from the Jeffries tubes. And I would like to overload that force field behind him so that it explodes and like just knocks him right through the barricade. So 2 birds feeding two birds with one piece of bread. We've shot him like something out of a cannon, and he's knocked down the barricade for us quite nicely. So I'm hoping to overload the force field he's standing in front of, and take him down that way.
Huge
That
numbers of
sounds good.
security vulnerabilities in this starship, aren't there?
It's the Enterprise. It's full of security. This thing is basically bodged together and sellotaped to make it work.
This thing is the spaceship equivalent of Windows 98 by the sound of it.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to need a reason plus engineering check.
So
I thought someone might try something like this. So it's requiring
Reason.
a difficulty of 2.
So 12, and what was the other one? Engineering is 1, so 13. And 2d20? Okay, so let's see. 2d20 dice roll. Roll dice. Come on. 1 and 4.
Well done. 2 successes. Okay. I need you to now roll 12d6 to see how
12.
much damage you do with the explosion.
12d, and then 6 of those?
12d6, yes. 12, 6,
Okay.
9.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I'm doing it upside down. So how many dice is 6?
No,
6, 12. Okay.
12 6-sided dice.
It'll only allow me to roll a maximum of 10 die. So I'll have to do 10 and
That's fine.
10 and how many sides? I'm so sorry. I'm so dense at this.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. 6 sides.
Okay, so 12 6-sided dice. Okay, so okay, and I'll write these down as well just in case. 5 4 2 6 5 6 1 3 1 2, and then I need to roll 2 more, right?
It doesn't matter. He's dead.
Oh, okay.
You can roll the next one to see how many pieces he's in if you want.
No, that's fine. Well, I don't know. Is it like can they like reform into those revert into glue? Well, I guess we have to find out if it really was a changeling or if it was something else. Was it
well, it's got to be a changeling because Howard would have gone and get on board.
So, as the force field comes down in a huge explosion from the overloaded power conduit, the changeling is flung forward, and it becomes obvious it is a changeling when instead of a burnt Gorn landing on the floor, what actually happens is a liquid mush spreads out onto the floor and then quickly begins to congeal into a tubule that goes straight for one of the vents.
Oh, so we didn't kill it.
What was that you said, Farron?
Phaser sweep it quickly.
Okay, I will need you to have. I did actually have this planned. Where is it? Where is the bit? Oh, where's it gone? Yes. When the Gorn is defeated, he will revert to his liquid form and attempt to escape through the vents. Players will need to try a fitness plus security check if they want to fire on it.
7 and 5, so that's
12.
12.
On 2d20.
2d6 again?
2d20.
2d20, I mean, yeah. 3 and 12.
Okay, so you hit. Could you roll 6d6?
Now, once or twice?
Just the once.
2, 5, 5, 4, 5, 1.
Okay, 2 is 2, 5, 5, 5. Not bad. 6 damage. Not bad. Not quite enough to kill it, but not bad. So.
Well, at least it's weakened.
Yeah.
Yes. Still got 10 points left though. So it gets hurt, and you hear it squeal, a squealy kind of roarish sound, and it disappears into the vents. So I don't need what the hell terminal. I don't need terminal. Go away. Right. Okay. With the force field down, the door opens as normal. So, meanwhile, Tabby, what's your next play? Now that the guy's
I've
gone.
picked myself off the floor again, haven't I? After the whole thing I was attacking disappeared.
Pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and carry on with the day.
Yes. Do I need to roll for that?
Nope, that's fine. You can pick yourself up as a free action, as they would say.
Yes. Well, no, I don't know about any of the stuff that's happening down on Cargo Bay 6, do I? All that I know is that Tipu is trying to fix the ventilation system, and I've just been fighting him to disappear.
Did you call a Tipu?
Tapau.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you've got a
You gotta
nickname
laugh.
now.
You got to laugh, haven't you?
So what's the play? What do you need to do?
I think we're still supervising this evacuation, aren't they? I mean, has everybody left yet, or are there still people who's going onto the lifeboats?
I'm going to say that people are now onto the lifeboats. If you want to fire them off, that's perfectly fine.
Yes, we better fire off the lifeboats, I guess.
Okay. I don't need you to roll for that one, right? We're going to assume you know how to do it.
Yes, let's yes.
Cool. Meanwhile, Tapau, what's your play? How are you doing?
Right. I think I want another go. If they've cut some of the power and this dude is no longer where they are, I'm going to have another go at the computer.
Okay.
And see whether I can do something useful with it. I don't know that I want to see. Can I speak with them, or is that not working?
Oh, internal communications are working. Yeah.
Like, can I find out what's happening with them, or can they communicate in some way?
Yeah. Beep 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 beep. Use your comm badge and you can just talk to them.
Right. Could you guys update me with what's going on so I can try and do something useful here?
Guys,
No.
she's asking for a report.
Yeah, so we have gained access to the cargo bay. We're about to go in. It was guarded by a changeling, which is now scarpered into the air ducts. So
Right.
mind out and remember the password.
Okay. I need to do something with the air ducts. We can't close them or anything, or can we secure them in some way?
Well, I'm wonder. I kind of blew out all the force field, or I blew out a force field here. So can maybe you can seal off all the access points to deck, whatever we're on.
Let's say 12. I have no idea.
On deck
So
12.
the air ducts, won't it mean you won't be able to start the life support system again?
You'll be able to turn it on everywhere else.
Yeah, we just do that one deck. Assuming whatever it is still on that deck. But if they've only just left, then and they're injured, they won't be very quick. Right, I want to have a go at sealing these air vents off so that it can't escape from them, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to need a control plus command on 2d20, please.
Right, okay.
Is Tapau still in sick bay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's a great design feature of starships, that you can kind of control everything from any place. Like you can just create an engineering interface in sickbay, or you can create an environmental control in the lavvy or something. Like it's quite nice.
Right, okay. I've got 14 and 15, so I don't think that's much help.
Sadly not, unfortunately.
No.
But it was a good try. Okay. Meanwhile, back on deck 12, let's say.
On deck 6.
I'm going to
No.
it was storage room 6.
Yeah, you're next to cargo bay 6 on deck 12.
Can we flood the Jeffrey's tubes with some sort of containment field?
You can try.
Did I break them all when I?
No, you've just overloaded a power conduit.
Oh,
However,
okay.
what I would suggest, and I'm going to once again just quickly knock the threat level down to 4. I'm going to
Okay.
suggest you quickly check out what the bleep, 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 bleep is in the cargo bay.
Oh, is the one?
I'm gone.
Oh,
There is a
Well, me
bleep,
and
bleep,
Dowd are
bleep
going into
coming
the
from the
cargo bay
cargo bay.
then.
Sorry. Okay. Inside the cargo bay, you find a cobbled together series of terminals hooked up to a large portable power generator. Every part of the ship can be controlled from here, but one terminal is special, and it draws your attention the most. It's the one with the huge numbers on the screen above it. The one that's
Oh,
going
no.
bleep, bleep, bleep. The one with the
Don't tell me
numbers.
the Changelings activated self-destruct.
The one with the numbers that are counting down from 50. 49. 48. This power generator is set to overload. Could I have a
Heavens.
yes? Could I have a quick reason plus engineering, or insight plus science, whichever one would be higher from either of you?
Insight is 10. What was the other? What was the attributes again? Insight and
Insight and science, or reason and engineering?
I've got,
okay, reason and
I've got 10
engineering.
for insight and science and reason and engineering.
Yeah.
8 and 2 for that one.
So you got a
I've
15
got-
in insight and science.
Yeah.
Okay, insight and science. I've got a 15 in insight and science as well, and a 12 and a 13 in reasoning and engineering.
So it sounds like you guys need to roll 2d20 on insight plus science.
2d20. So how many sides?
I've got 5
20
and 3.
and
Sorry?
2.
I've got 5 and 3.
Excellent.
16 and 17. 1 and 2 above what I'm at. So I've got 2 losses, losses.
It's fine. Together, you've got enough successes. A quick assessment of the situation tells you that if this generator, which is set to overload, if it goes critical, it will detonate with enough force to rupture the hull and expose the warp core to extreme heat, which could potentially cause a warp core breach.
Well, we can either beam that thing into space or open the cargo bay doors and depressurize the whole cargo bay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Which do you want to do?
Is there a blue wire?
There are many wires.
Oh,
Do you want to risk
Not
it?
using PCB.
no, I don't. Not the way I've been rolling.
What do you think? What do you think the best thing to do, Dowd?
You said transport it, beam it into space, and what was the second one?
You either beam it into space or beam it onto the planet we're still orbiting.
Oh,
Or open the cargo bay doors and depressurize the whole cargo bay and shoot it into space.
well, I think the first one is the best one to try first.
Yeah.
Beam it into space,
Right.
and maybe go ahead.
Just remember one thing. You fired off an awful lot of civilians in escape pods. You
That's
might
why-
not want to
that's why I'm
shoot a
gonna do-
bomb at them.
That's why I
We
want-
haven't. I thought
that's
they
why I
were
want to
just.
beam it on- That's why I want to
Have-
beam it onto that planet.
Did we launch the? Well, either that, or we could put. Or could we put it? Could we beam it, but scatter it? You know, like not reassemble it, but just like we did to the Queen when we beamed her.
Yeah.
We beamed her away, and just we didn't reassemble her. We scattered her to the 4 solar winds.
I forgot you did that. Oh my goodness, you guys have been horrible to some of the monsters in our
Right,
group.
let's do that quickly.
Okay,
What do we
in
need?
that- right. What you need is to basically complete the same way that they did with the tricorder on the Tribble in Trials and Tribulations. Grab your communicator, transporter bay, lock onto my communicator, and beam this device into space, or beam this device into the transport buffer. That kind of thing.
You know what I mean. Just do that.
Yeah. Don't rematerialize it.
Yeah. Scatter its molecules.
Don't we need to control on something?
To be fair, I didn't expect you to think of doing this, so I haven't got anything for that. I've got a lot of stuff about all the tasks that you'll need to achieve to try and defuse the bomb. Including a nice bit about finding a hidden tamper trigger, because I went down that route.
Shall we say control and engineering?
I think that's an automatic success, really.
Yeah, it's an automatic. You don't even need to roll. Basically, you've outthought me, man. Oh, okay. So
this is us you took playing against. So you should have realised we'd have thought of these things.
I never
Patrick,
thought you'd
you
use the
don't
freaking
nuke it.
transport. Sorry?
I thought you'd nuke it, Patrick.
That is fairly true. Yeah, I thought, how can I set an entire episode where you can't possibly nuke the ship that you're on? But yeah, there you go.
Fire a nuke outside when there's civilians in escape pods.
So you successfully beam.
I'm not that cruel.
Yet you never know what'll happen. Power can corrupt, and so can corruption.
I said I want to run an overclass vessel, not a galaxy. I don't want to handle civilians.
So here's the thing: you successfully beam this overloading power generator into the transporter buffer, and then just dissipate the power, which is great. It's all solved.
Well, that was fun. Thanks, everybody. I really enjoyed my.
Short of power now.
Oh, we're not finished yet. Of course, this is where all the control is for the entire ship at the moment. Would you like to turn the life support back on?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Is there a red button?
I will need a control plus engineering check to make sure that you manage to do this properly.
Well, 11 and 2.
Sorry, control is 8. Engineering, I think is so. I've got 9, so I think I'll just stand and watch.
Okay.
And I've got a 7 and 10.
Okay, you manage it, but all of a sudden, red alert starts to blare off. The room is suddenly bathed in red light, and a red alert siren blares from the speakers embedded in the walls. Suddenly, a highly recognizable voice emanates from all of your comm badges. It's the captain. You may have thwarted my plans so far, Federation scum, but you haven't stopped me yet. This ship will never leave this system. I will see to that. Your comm badge chirps again, but this time it's the Chief Engineer, Lieutenant Commander Perry. He warns you that the ship is now on a direct course for the Moana star, and all of the controls are locked out. The comm badge chirps a third time. This time it's the captain again, but she's eager to insist that whoever was talking a minute ago, that wasn't her. Meanwhile, all the terminals in the room start flooding with reports of sightings of the senior staff all over the ship, all attempting to hijack key systems. Dum, dum, dum. And you all heard all of that because it came through the comms.
Who installed red lights in the cargo bay just in case that happened?
Red lights are in the cargo bay for the times when it's a variable gravity situation, or the doors are open without an emergency force field.
Read alert! Read alert!
But if they step up from yellow to red alert, they do have to change the bulb.
Quite.
Sounds like there's more changelings on board than expected.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we're definitely. It sounds like we're dealing with multiple incursions, and I guess maybe we do have to face facts that it is a changeling, as we saw when oiling away. Well,
so
that Okay. So what would you like? What are we carrying on?
Commander Farron to Ensign to Paul.
Yeah.
Get a blood analysis. Do a blood analysis on the captain.
Okay.
Make sure she's not a changeling.
Making sure they're not changing.
Now,
Well, there must be two
are
captains. I don't know which one I'm getting.
the head officers still in sickbay? Are the senior officers still there?
Yeah,
Because they're
they're all
poorly.
still in sick bay.
Oh, okay.
Check all the senior staff in sickbay to make sure they're not changelings.
Yes, because
Okay. What do I need to do that?
You just need to take a blood sample. I'm going to suggest that you don't need to roll for that because it's you've got all the time in the world to do it. But it turns out that none of the senior staff who are in the sick bay are changelings.
Had you better go to the bridge?
Oh, these things are hurting my ears.
Oh.
May I suggest
Wait a
that,
minute.
Hi,
Hang on,
Rich. How are you doing?
Deepow and I venture to the bridge and see whether
Okay.
we can find
What
the
do you want me
duplicate
to do? Do you want me to
staff.
take these people with me? Should I take
Keep
these
them there.
people with me?
Keep them there under sedation.
Right, Patrick, what are you asking me to do? Because Tabby's asking me to do something else.
Well, sedate the senior crew before you go to the bridge.
I don't think that I'm not going to be doing that, I'm afraid. Because
This is a direct order, Ensign.
How about Deepow stay with the senior crew while I go to the bridge? Would that work?
I think that's a better idea, because if we start anaesthetising people and I mess up, that's not going to be very good. It's a bit risky.
Let's give them points. 0.3
Can I just give them some wine and cake?
Wine and cake.
Can I have some cake?
Let's give them 0.3 cc's of trialanine.
Oh no! Right, I'll be responsible for these people. I'll be responsible for them, and we'll communicate using the code word that we've agreed. If things don't come with a code word, then it's going to be
Yeah, but the senior crew don't know the code word.
That's all right. I'm looking after them.
Ensign Tabby, you make your way to the bridge.
I'll go the stealthy route through these Jeffries tubes.
Okay.
No stopping for catnip or a nap on the way.
I'll
Catnip
have
and
to nap
naps.
later.
No catnips, no catnaps.
So
Sorry,
I'm gonna-
and what's Tabby supposed to do on the bridge? Secure it?
I think I need to
He's
see
going to
who
meet us at the
is
bridge.
there.
see who's on the bridge. Well, here's the thing. It appears that when he gets there, the captain is on the bridge.
I'm guessing this is not the real captain. Is there anybody else on the bridge?
No.
Would the real captain please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up.
The only person who's on the bridge is the captain.
The captain.
Since you're the only
Right,
one there at the
okay.
moment, Tabby, you've got to do something.
Yes. Okay. How stealthily can I enter this bridge? Where is the nearest entrance for these Jeffries tubes?
Well, I've put you next to this door because I would assume that would be the closest to the. There's no Jeffries tube access straight onto the bridge, but
Okay.
if we say that you're just outside it, in like the corridor just here, coming off to where the this would be the observation lounge there. So you'd be there. You could attempt to stealthily open the door.
Now I'm going to stay here. I'm going to communicate with Ferren with the secret code word and tell him that there is a changeling pretending to be a captain on a bridge and I'd like some backup, please.
Well, me and Ensign Dowd, me and Commander Dowd will meet you in the conference room.
Very well. I shall go to the conference room to meet Ferren and Dowd.
Okay. So, while you guys are going to the conference room, Krista, are you doing anything?
I don't know. Can I do anything? What can I do? Anybody got any advice? Anything I can do? Can I do anything with the computers, or just keep an eye on who I've got? Who have I actually got with me?
Feed them
You've got
cake.
the senior crew with you, senior staff with there with you.
Yeah, you've
Is
got
that
the
the
captain.
Do your best
I've
to
got,
override
I've
the
got the
computer
captain.
functions.
Right.
You've got the captain and the first officer with you, and a few of the other senior staff.
Right.
Do your,
Okay.
do your best to try and override the computer functions.
Right. Okay. I'll try and override the computer if it's working.
I wonder if, because you've got engineering expertise, can you encrypt all command functions and reroute them to the sick bay? Failing that, we've already got an ersatz command post set up in Cargo Bay 6. Maybe we could secure that and use that as a command center.
Should I reroute the command center to both the Cargo Bay 6 and the sick bay?
Do it.
Do it? Okay.
Okay, I'm going to need. Let's have a look at what we. I'm going to need control plus security, please,
Right. Okay.
on 2d20. Starfleet battles as a young man. My goodness.
I've got
Haven't
11
heard
and
of
5
that for
on
years.
those.
I've got a 2 and an 8.
I've got
Okay.
11 and 5.
Right, so we'll say that Farron's assisting. Okay, you managed to successfully reroute the controls for the entire ship to your makeshift emergency command centers. However, here's an interesting thing that you pick up while you're doing this. The main engineer claimed that all of the controls were locked out and he couldn't take us off course to the sun. There was no lockout.
Where is the main engineer, or where was he speaking from, or she?
Is that a question you're asking me, or asking the people with you, or asking the computer?
Well, what do we know from the message that we had about where this main engineer was, or do we not know? Did it not tell us?
We don't know. He didn't say.
What did the background look like?
All you heard was over the comm badge, so you didn't see anything.
Ah, yeah, I thought you were going to say it's a virtual background with sort of a room in a medieval castle.
Ensign to Paul.
Yep.
Cut the power to impulse engines.
Okay.
Okay, since you've got control of the ship, that's a simple thing. So control plus con, please, on 2d20.
13 and 3.
Okay, control plus con. Yeah. 13 and 3. You only needed one success. You've got one success. So, yep. Impulse power is cut. The ship is not moving.
With the secret code word, I've cut the power, Captain Farron.
Commander.
So we're still.
I'm amazed that no one's asked where.
Well,
where
before
the-
lock out all access to the impulse and thrusters.
Okay. Tabby actually had a good question. I'm surprised none of you have asked the computer where the chief engineer is.
Computer locate the chief engineer.
Lieutenant Commander Perry is not aboard the Enigma.
Can we communicate with those escape pods?
You can communicate with the pods. Yep, you've got control of the ship. You can use the communications.
Yes. I
Commander
wonder whether
found
we
all
should
the escape
locate
pods.
deal with the captain
Commander
first.
Perry with you.
Sorry, I couldn't understand what you were saying, Tabby.
So I wonder whether we should actually deal with the captain first before dealing with the engineer. Because obviously, there's a changing version of the engineer on the ship somewhere, which the computer can't locate because it's looking for the real one. We could see what the real one's on these pods, but I'm wondering whether we should just get to the captain first and look for the engineer.
You can try.
So I think I was meeting, wasn't I, Dowd and Ferengale in the conference room?
Yep.
Would you better go ahead and do that? And then work out a plan to storm the bridge and get the changeling version of the captain, and then see if we can find the chief engineer. The
Sounds
fake
like a
one,
plan.
first of all.
Sounds like a plan. However,
Just to be executed.
we are at our 2-hour mark.
Whew.
Join us
Tenterhooks.
for next week's thrilling
Tenterhooks.
episode.
Wouldn't this
Yes.
be an interesting point to have an amazing cliffhanger? And I mean amazing. So, all of a sudden, there's a proximity alert because a shuttle is arriving. A shuttle has come into proximity, and they immediately start to send out this message.
This is Lieutenant Tacy Dowd of the USS Enigma. Lieutenant Commander Perry and I were captured by rogue changelings. We have escaped from a detention center on Feliar 6 in Cardassian space, and we've made our way back here. We urge you to capture and detain the imposters posing as us immediately.
Did
There
you
is
guys
indeed a
get
cliffhanger,
that?
yes. You'll have to remind us of this next week, I think, because you may forget the details. Meet again next week. Oh, I say next
Oh.
week. I'm actually not around next week. I'm going to the proms next week, so we may not be able to.
Wow, the proms, my goodness. Someone's posh. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed. This is the first time that I've ever written an adventure for a Star Trek role-playing game.
Very well written, actually. I like it.
Yeah, the pace of it is stellar. Like, you barely get a chance to recover from one thing. The hits just keep on coming, as they say.
I was trying to write what is known in script writing terms as the Wham episode.
Well,
Where
wake
things
me
must
up
be
before you
bigger.
go.
So, guys, I hope you have enjoyed that. It's been quite an interesting experience running my own story for once.
Yeah. I
But
well imagine. It's great fun.
That
Thank
was good.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've been looking forward to this. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. And for everyone who's in the chat, thank you too for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it. But until next time, live long and prosper.